countries and around the globe. And so, like, this is the magical thing that we have here because the marketplace is huge. There's 500 million crypto users. And when you put your head around the fact that there's 500 million crypto users, what you'll realize is that, well, you know what, we don't have to go ahead and create a marketplace for our product because it already exists. What you got to realize is that, how many of those crypto users are going to be interested in learning about one of the hottest sectors growing in the crypto market called meme coins. And the fact that meme coins have now doubled in the last 6 months from $50 billion market cap to over $100 billion market cap, there's a lot of attention, right? And so what percentage of that 500 million is going to be interested? 10%, 20%? What if just 10 or 20% say, I want to learn more about meme coins, right? And that's 50 to 100 million users. That's the potential that we have. And so, like, what are those options for those users to go to right now to learn? They get really the only option is two options, right? They can go by themselves and go out there and be in that environment of an island all by themselves and try to find those needles in the haystack and try to reinvent the wheel. That's an option, sure, for sure. And the other option that exists out there is they can join one of these small communities out there that tell you that we're going to get this coin, we're going to buy at this rate, we're going to sell at this rate. All the pump and dumps and market manipulating and touting that go against every compliance regulation out there in every jurisdiction. So, I mean, that's an option people can get involved with, right? But probably not the best one. And so there really is no other option. Yet it's a marketplace that's growing and is doubling, and it's only going to be increasing the demand. And so what we saw was an opportunity. And we saw a problem to fix in the marketplace, but then that equated to the opportunity. And so what we're going to present over the next 15, 12, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, as long as it takes, right? And we're going to present this opportunity to you. And it's really a unique opportunity that really took 7 months of hardcore development to really get the ins and the outs of this from a product building standpoint, from a value in the marketplace, from a compliance in the marketplace perspective. And then we wrapped around this ambassador opportunity where you can get paid for your word of mouth advertising. And someone thought highly of you enough tonight to invite you to this call and to invite you to be a part of this history in the making company. And so, like, you don't want to take it lightly. You want to take it seriously. And if you joined us in the last 24 hours, then I want to say to be the first one to say congratulations and welcome aboard. And now this is your journey, right? Your journey begins here by plugging into our community calls. And we do these every single night, not 5 days a week, not 6 days, 7 days. No matter what time zones we're in, it's 2 a.m. here in Dubai, and we're here. And because we're committed to do whatever it takes to go ahead and get the message out about meme games and this community that we're building. And we're quickly becoming one of the fastest growing communities in the meme coin space, bar none. Yet it's got such a big potential. 10 to 50, 100 million users are on the table here for us, guys, just for the taking. And we believe we've got something that's a value add, that is something interesting, interactive, fun, and educational, all wrapped up in one. And so what makes it super interesting is that we're looking for ambassadors like you, right? We're looking ambassadors to help take this message to the marketplace. That's why we do this. That's why we're here. We want to get you educated from the customer gamer side, but then we want to help get you enthused and motivated and excited about building out a network of ambassadors. So you can build really what you really do is you condense time down, guys. You condense time by building out this network because you only have so many hours in a day, 24 hours in a day, right? You got to sleep sometimes. I mean, you'll find you're getting to the no sleep zone here in just a minute. But we find that you can leverage your time. your energy, your efforts by building this network. And make no mistake about it, this is WORK. This is work. All right. And anything worth building requires work. There are no shortcuts. I'm going to tell you right now. You have to roll up your sleeves. You have to go to work. And you have to talk to people. If you've been invited here or you think you can come on here and do nothing in a passive environment, I'm telling you right now, you made the wrong call. You're on the wrong Zoom. You're with the wrong company, with the wrong people. Okay? Because that's not who we are. And that's not our intention. And that's who we never will be. And I apologize that you got invited on here. Okay. But I'm going to save you time. I'm going to save you energy and I'm going to ask you to leave. Okay. Because we're only looking for workers. We only, thank you. Thank you for leaving. We're looking for workers, right? And we're looking for people that, want to change their current situation that they're involved with right now. They want to have a higher level of financial independence. They want to see what they're really made of, how big they can really go, how big they can impact the lives of people around them. Because making money allows you to do things on a bigger scale and to help more people. It helps you become more who you really are. And if you're a good person, you're going to help to do better things in the marketplace. And I think everyone on this line is a good person, and everyone on this line wants to do better things. But I'm here to tell you that your past doesn't equal your future. And whatever successes you've had, whatever failures you had, doesn't define who you are here today. You got to define yourself right now as a brand new level playing field. And we're going to walk through what all this means, right? But I just want to make sure we have the right mindset going into this presentation and that you understand that, for things to change, you got to change. For things to be different, you got to do things differently. I just want you to really feel that in your heart tonight, okay? Because that's what we're going to share with you. And I'm going to start this presentation. I think you're going to like what you see. My goal is for you to see a little bit further down the road than you did when you first came on here. My goal is to have a bigger understanding of who you are and what you're doing and how you can go ahead and have an impact on this community, have an impact in this marketplace, and ultimately have an impact on your family, because you can really make a difference. But you got to do things differently. I'm going to tell you tonight I'm going to tell you to do things that make you uncomfortable, right? Because that's where the growth happens. I'm going to tell you the go to the max. I'm going to tell you to work harder. I'm going to tell you to work longer. I'm going to tell you to talk to more people. I'm going to tell you all those things. But you got to do it. You have to find it in yourself. You got to look yourself in the mirror and say, am I doing everything I should be doing? Did I do everything I could possibly do today? And, you're not going to lie to yourself. If you look at yourself long enough in the mirror, you can't lie to yourself. Okay. So this is just a reality call. You've been invited here for some reason. You're here. So get focused, get energized, get excited, because I've got some great information I think you guys are going to love to share. Here we go. Give me about 3 seconds to start this broadcast and we'll go on this presentation. And I appreciate you all being here. Really do. It means a lot to me. I'm excited about this opportunity. I'm excited about presenting here tonight. I'm proud and excited about what we developed over the last 6-7 months. But I know that we're just getting started here at Meme Games. And we've built everything around these 3 pillars: the play, the swap, the share. You're going to hear that day in and day out until it becomes second nature, guys. That's what you have to do. And repetition's the mother of skill. It's over and over again and again. This is how you fix, and this is how you refine, and this is how you hone your skill sets. And I want you to develop your skill set in understanding the crypto market and understand the meme coin marketplace. Okay. You're going to do this through your self-education by playing the game and learning about what swapping means. And then I want you to learn and develop your skill set on building out an ambassador network. And that's where the share comes in. It takes some skills, right? I mean, skills of inviting people to join our challenge community calls. Be a master inviter. And then understand that we're going to go ahead and do the heavy lifting through the process. but you gotta get people excited about being here. And then the fortunes you will find are always, always, always in the follow-up. And that's where a lot of people drop the ball. They just think they can send out a link and people going to jump on while they go out and jump in their jacuzzi, right? Like you got to join them. Like you got to lock arms with people because every time you come back to this call, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit, different angles that you didn't see before and different understandings that you didn't have before. And that's why every call is unique. Every call is different. But then at the same time, what you're looking at really is having this understanding that, you know, there's fundamentals in place right here. And we just go back to the basics day in and day out. And so it's not complicated. It really isn't, but it is very powerful. So let's dive into like the play of the swap and the share and give you the bigger picture. And I always like reference the crypto market growth as a whole, right? Like I give this reference point because like we got some people that are coming on the call and into the community, they might not have even heard about meme coins. I understand that. I get it. And that's okay too. Like you're hearing meme coin for the first time, great. You're at the right place at the right time. And then I also realized that we have an audience of people that have made money in the crypto marketplace and made hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars in the crypto marketplace. And like, so I understand the importance of having them here and there's value to be added for them as well too. As long as they're opening and keeping their mind opening to opportunities, yeah, for sure. And so, like, we got something for everybody, whether beginning or advanced or in between. But everyone can relate to Bitcoin. Either they've been in Bitcoin or they know someone that has been involved with Bitcoin. And some of you have the good fortune to be involved in 2017. They experienced that 20x growth where it goes from close to $1,000 in January up to 20,000 in December of that year. 12-month period of 20x. If you ever been around the 20x growth in a 1 year period, is pretty exciting. And it's hard to go back to anything else. And so, like, this is about broadening your horizon. This is about thinking differently than you ever thought before. And the good news is that, you only have to make like a 1 degree difference sometimes where you are. And I called this like the 212 training, right? Because if you put water, onto a stove at 211 degrees Fahrenheit, that water is going to be hot, but it's going to be still. Like, oh, he's hot, but he ain't moving, right? But then if you turn that up just 1 degree, from 211 degrees to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, something magical happens. It's still warm, but it's no longer sitting still because it starts to go ahead and bubble up, right? Boom, 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 boom. And so it starts to boil. And that's what happens in the marketplace. That's what happens in individuals' lives and situations when they open up their mind to increasing just 1%. And so I'm telling you right now, some of you right now are just 1% off of having that major breakthrough. And what's going to happen is you're going to find something over the next 20 minutes that's going to give you that 1% breakthrough if you're paying attention. If you allow your mind to receive it and you take action with this information. So 2017, boom, Bitcoin's 20x, right? And then some of you went through the altcoins 2021 with the 50x, and now you even got more spoiled, right? And then what happens is nothing compares to what happened last year in 2024 with meme coins. And this got my attention. I saw 90x. I said, well, I got to dive deeper. And by the way, write this one down in double-sized print. Documentation beats conversation. And everything that we do is documented. This is all sourced out right here. So what's interesting is I said, man, I got to dive deeper in this thing. I got to learn about these meme coins going 90x. And so here's what I found. I found a couple of coins, never heard of these before, Bonk, Whip, and Mog, until I did my deeper dive. Just like most of you never heard about meme coins. And when you heard about meme coins, you didn't know about these coins. It's about opening up your mind to discover that 1% difference that you need to go to the next level. And so look at these. 8 months 23x, 4 months 40x, and then Mog 4 months 90x. Now that would get anybody's attention. So I said, wow. Again, fully documented and sourced out for us. And I said, wow, okay, you have my attention, but let's go a little bit further. Let's dive a little bit deeper. And here's what I found. Discovered that every single day there's 100,000 of these new meme coins are being created. Like, but that kind of opened up two sides of the equation here, right? And what I mean by that, I said, wow, that seems like it's a problem, because where am I going to find the next bonk? Where am I going to find the next whip? Where am I going to find the next mog? I mean, it's like trying to find the needle in the haystack. And so I said, wow, okay. But then the other side of the equation said, wow, this seems like there's an opportunity to solve a problem in the marketplace. And so that's when we want to start solving the problem by putting together, and we saw these communities out there that were pumping and dumping and market touting and doing all these crazy non-compliant things that didn't make any sense. And I said, wow, there's got to be a better way. And I'm not going to go ahead and put, all my time and energy into trying to trade and listen to traders tell me buy and sell and all this other crazy stuff, right? And so I said, what can I do? What can we do together? I don't want to, knew right up front that we weren't going to be a broker. We weren't going to be a dealer. We weren't going to be a trader. We're not going to tell you when to buy. We're not going to tell you when to sell. We're not going to tell you what to buy. We're not going to tell you what to sell. And so we had a lot of compliance things that we wanted to check off as we started developing out a tool, a system, a better mousetrap, right? And so that's when the gamification started coming into effect. And we said, all right, we'll find these coins out there through our gamification technology we build, and we'll pair them up and make it a fun, interactive way to learn about the meme coins and the top trending ones, so we don't have to do the heavy lifting. So the system can, and the value of the gamification can come to us day in and day out. And so that's what our technology does, right? It goes out there, and it doesn't even, like, we're not even creating these coins to say, okay, here you go. The marketplace is actually determining these coins, right? And all we're doing is going out there and grabbing the information, reporting it, and putting it together in a gamification situation. In fact, we started building this process out. And as we're building this process out, we had a couple of coins come through our platform that our technology identified. I put them up on the screen there for you, but it's pretty powerful. 55%, 307%, 41%. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, these numbers are impressive, on an annual basis for growth. There's no doubt about it. They'd be impressive for, the 4 months or 6 months or whatever. But ladies and gentlemen, our gaming platform is 24 hours. 24 hours. These are the numbers. And so, like, yeah. And if you look to the highest percentage change just to the left of that, I mean, some of the coins were up 90%, 366%, 110%. Super dynamic. You got to pay attention to this, which creates a sticky type of a product, meaning that people come back over and over throughout the day. And I haven't seen any other product in the marketplace that has people's attention the way the Meme Gains platform does, and how rapidly it has grown and caught on just in the last couple of weeks. So what that tells you at the beginning, you're at the top, you're at the forefront of this. And if I didn't have your attention with all those growth periods and numbers I share with you, I hope I have your attention now, because these numbers are in a 24-hour period. This is how the game ended with those coins and that growth. And so, like, I would have never found out about these, even if I would have done some research. I mean, I would have been pulled up, 10 to 100 of these coins. Which one's everyone talking about? Like, that's the thing. Like, we have this community. I go through our platform. You'll see the coins that our technology is bringing to the table, and you can learn about them, right, in an interactive way and get that self-education going. And so that all led to this education through gamification, guys, right? And when you have this education through gamification, it takes things to a whole nother level. And it still comes back to the basics. It still comes back to the fundamentals of play, swap, and share. Playing the game day in and day out, swapping the tokens that you are being awarded for your competitive reward for playing the game, that you can swap out for actual meme coins in the marketplace. We call this a meme coin accumulation. No one else is talking about this in the marketplace. I guarantee you that. And then the sharing aspect of it. And that's where you share the opportunity as an ambassador with others. So let's dive into this, right? Every single day, we've got daily games, where there's a 10, there's a 25, and there's a 100 coin game. Now, in order to play the game, you need MG coins. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the company and the ambassadors generate revenue and value through the sales of MG coin packages. And all MG coin packages have a 30-day play period process. And what that means is it creates a reoccurring program, a reoccurring product, a reoccurring platform of income. And that's very exciting and something that we want to all build on. And what you're going to find is that you can't compare this to anything else in the marketplace, because, like a product driven company, okay, I'm good in this energy drink. Okay, I'll use it once a day, maybe twice a day, maybe even 3 times a day, right? I'll use the energy drink, but I'm going to maybe spend maybe $100, maybe 150, 200, maybe max on that energy drink. That's a lot, right? Or I buy some kind of subscription thing. I'm spending, 30, 40, $50 a month. I mean, okay, nothing else compares, because here we have gamers, customers that are spending hundreds of dollars on a monthly basis, hundreds of dollars of USD, by the way, hundreds of dollars a weekly basis. And in fact, we've got people, thousands of people that are playing the games every day, and a good portion of them are paying hundreds of dollars a day to play the game. And because that's the interactive process, that's the educational process, that's the learning process, that's the competitive process that we have going on with this platform. So there's nothing else like it. And then we have our customers, our gamers are coming back multiple times throughout the day, because you can play each game 3 times. You can, and you have different strategies, right? Maybe it makes sense to play the game early on. Maybe it makes sense to play in the middle of the game because it's 24 hours. Maybe it makes sense to play at the end. And maybe I'm going to lock in my score. I'll teach you how that works, right? And maybe it's better to play one game now and play another game later, and another play at the end of the day. Maybe it's better to play all in the middle. And so you'll test out these strategies. And that's where you get your self-education. Now, again, the system, the technology is picking these top performers in the marketplace. And you'll have multiple times, like 3 games, 3 times each. That's 9 learning opportunities, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You can spend 30 seconds to play the game. You can spend 30 minutes. Your choice. It's called self-education. It really comes up to your individual desire, commitment, and discipline to play the games. Okay. No curriculum here. Why would we put a curriculum out there for people to follow, where, somebody could attack that in some way, shape, or form? I'm not going to put the jeopardy of the platform out there. Besides, it's better for self-education anyway, because everyone has their own goals and desires. Let's talk about playing the game day in and day out, right? Our number one objective, the number one objective here is to choose the coin that we believe, and these two are paired up, to choose the coin that we believe is going to have the highest percentage growth over that 24-hour gaming period. That's our objective. That's our goal. Now, number 2 goal is, now what we want to do is we got to realize we are competing against what? 10 other, in the top 10%, right? And the top 10% are going to go ahead, and everything is ranked minute by minute. And so it's never a guessing game where you stand. You always know where you stand, guys. But what is necessary to understand is that it's a competitive advantage here for you to go ahead and choose the right coin and choose the right time and utilize some of the skill sets that you have and you can learn. And I'll teach you some of that here in the demo part. But everything comes down to your skills because this is a game of skill, not a game of chance. And there's really no risk for you because when you're playing the game, your objective is to get in the top 10% of all the gamers, right? For that particular game. And I'm going to teach you how you get the awards awarded in tokens. But here's what I really want you to understand. What happens if I get, 11% up to 99%? Or somewhere in between. Well, you're not going to go ahead and lose those coins. Those coins are going to actually come back to you that you can actually use and play again through that 30-day play period. In fact, if you even put the wrong coin, do the same thing for you. Okay, you don't lose them, they'll come back to you, play again. And so what that means is that you never lose at meme games, you only learn, and you got to pay attention. Okay, you got to hone your skill set there. And we got some lock-in features, teach you about timing and all those fun things. But let me dive into the awards, right? The game scoring, 10, 25, 100 game scoring, right? And you see you have a 10% chart. And if you're in the top 1%, like you want to get up there. Like it's one thing to get in the top 10. I'm in the top 10. But it's another thing to say I'm in the top, like higher up you bet to get the better off you'll be, right? Because if you take a look at the number, look at the 100x right there. I mean, excuse me, the 100 game, and you look at the 1%, you get 1,000 coins. That's a 10x, right? Now, if you get 2%, it's a 9x. And for 3%, it's an 8x, so it goes down. So it goes up as you get higher in the rankings. So it's important to go up there as much as you can to keep going, right? And so that's what I want you guys to focus in on. And that's what I want you to realize is that you can go ahead and start to play the games and get in this top 10% right off the bat, get awarded tokens. And then here's the magic of swap, right? And this is how it kind of ties it all together for you. And I'm gonna teach you how you can redeem them too. Okay. And so here's what I want you to look at, right? I want you to understand is you got MG coins, you play the game with the MG coins. And now what you're looking at here is you'd be awarded in a competitive manner the MG tokens. And so now once you get the MG tokens accumulated, then you'll redeem for the actual meme coins from the actual games you're playing. So you can see it's all tied together. It's a complete game history of all your games you played. Where you ranked out of everybody, what coins you picked, how those coins did, and whether you successfully picked that coin for that day out. And that gives you the redemption process, right? You only can redeem the coins from the games you played and the ones you successfully picked, right? If you didn't play the game and the coins aren't there, you can't redeem from. And if you pick the wrong one, you didn't pick the winning one, you can't redeem. And so again, this comes back to a game of skill versus a game of chance. All right, guys, super important, right? And let me walk you through how this works. Redeem for the meme coins. You choose from any meme coin you could won from your gaming history. Like I said, you redeem in 2,000 MG token increments. It's about $200 USD increments of meme coins that go directly to your Solana wallet. Now, if you don't have a Solana wallet, don't worry about it. You can get one set up for free, and you'll probably do it under a minute. But keep in mind that those coins will come to you, and you have the option and you have the choice to decide if you hold on to those or whether you go ahead and do what? Sell them in the marketplace. And we're never going to tell you which coins to redeem. And we're not going to tell you when to sell and when to buy. We're not going to do any of that stuff, right? Because we're staying within the guidelines of compliance and we're sticking here with the self-education. But we're making it so simplified for you and organizing everything for you and bringing the value to the marketplace for you with or without the attached of opportunity of making money as an ambassador. And we're going to teach you about this meme coin accumulation that's happening in the marketplace by others. And if it's happening by others, it's going to happen by you. And it's super powerful. It's super fun. It's super exciting. And just think about the millions of people that are going to be exposed to this over the coming, months. I mean, that's going to happen. We'll have millions of people come onto the platform probably within 12 to 24 months, guys. It's inevitable because of where the crypto market is, where the meme coin marketplace is. I mean, it just doubled in the last 6 months from $50 billion to over $100 billion. And I'm kind of being conservative because it's actually a little higher. So where's it going to be in the next 6 months? We know nothing stays the same. It's not falling backwards. So only leads going up. Then the real question is how fast and how big? And then are you ready for it? Are you going to pretend that this isn't happening? Are you going to say, "Oh, I don't understand this. I got to do some more analysis"? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to try to fake yourself out on that? Like, how's that been working for you? All right, let's not make that mistake again. All right. What you got to do is you just got to see a little bit down the road. Remember, talk about that 1 degree of difference. Like, don't hold yourself back from making that 1% degree change that you need, that you desire, that you want. It's super important to understand that, guys. Super important. Let's talk about the last pillar here. The last pillar is called share. This is about building that ambassador network on a global basis. And it's free. You can join ambassador and build it out for free. And nothing, no one gets paid as an ambassador unless MG coin packages are sold. That's it. It doesn't happen. And the only reason they're getting sold is when gamers are coming on as customers and playing the game. And so, like, the bigger the network you have, the more people you have word of mouth advertising talking, the more you can leverage your energy, leverage your efforts, and then eventually leverage your results. That's how you condense time, guys. That's the only way I know how to condense time very quickly and very rapidly on a global basis, right from the comfort of wherever you want to be in this world. Now, where I want to be is in Dubai right now, talking to you guys at 2:38 a.m. That's where I want to be. I decided to be here and decided to do this because I made a commitment. And there's no wavering from that commitment. And I have a strong desire and a strong willingness to continue to do this, to build something that's never been dealt before and build it on a grand scale that's never been done before and really take the meme games platform to $1 billion brand. And I know that it takes WORK. And I want you guys to realize that we're going to take a whole bunch of people with us. And is it going to be you? Well, it's possible if you go ahead and roll up your sleeves and you do things differently than you've done before. Okay. You're going to have to do some things differently. Okay. You're going to have to work harder. You're going to have to work smarter. And you're going to go ahead and look for that 1 degree difference, whatever that is. And maybe it's being plugged into these calls day in and day out and getting your people to do the same. Right. And then understand the fortunes are always in the follow up and saying less to more people is just some of the clues that have, of success that have worked for me and has worked for others. Now, you can build this ambassador team. There's no restrictions on any jurisdictions where you build this ambassador team. You can earn a daily pay and you can create a reoccurring income. I'll give you a breakdown here. It's a 2-track system you guys are going to run on, 2 tracks. You got a founder track and you've got a director track, right? This is what we call our legacy compensation plan. And legacy, like, who doesn't want to build a legacy? And that's what we're doing. We're building a legacy. And so, like, you got to come with the fundamentals of building the legacy, the mindset of building the legacy. And you got to build that foundation down deep, okay? And deeper than you ever done before. Harder than you ever worked before, and really talking to more people than you ever talked before. You're going to sign up as an ambassador for free, and you can activate a gamer. And this is like you can activate a customer only that comes in there. They don't even go in the tree, but you can do that, or you can become an gamer yourself if that's what you want. You can do that. Like, why not become the product? But for compliance purposes, we give you the option to do that. Now, number three, you're going to roll three other ambassadors that do the same. Once you do that, you put yourself in a position where you can start earning a daily income of $5 and then build it up to $300 daily. It's over $100,000 year opportunity. Here's the breakdown of the founder ranks. And it goes all the way up to a 5-star, making $300 a day. And it's a 2-track system, team one, team two. And there's no like levels here, none of that stuff. Okay. This is all volume generated. And so what I want you to focus in on is that a little bit later on at the end of this, there's going to be a challenge page that's going to pop up here. And I'm going to share that with you. It'll be the last thing I talk about for you. And that's going to show you how you can fast track this. That's how you can go ahead and really, it's kind of this challenge is more of a promotion that overlays this legacy compensation plan that gets you onto a fast track from day one. I'm going to teach you how that works. Okay. Now, you're going to become a director. That's the second thing. It's the second track. And this is where you expand from a 2-team system to a 3-team system. Okay. Remember, no levels, all volume generated. And the volume is generated how? Through the sale of MG coins to the ultimate consumer, the gamer that we call them here. All right. Playing the game, learning through self-education in a fun, interactive way about the power of the meme coin marketplace and discovering the top trending coins and how to understand how the marketplace moves in such a dynamic way by playing a game. Guys, this is breakthrough technology that we've developed day in and day out over the last 6-7 months. It's in place, it's working. And that's why people are getting excited about this, because they're starting to see the picture of millions and millions of people coming to the platform. And here you are right at the beginning, where we have 3,000 plus a day playing the games. We're just getting started, guys. We're going to be at 10,000 within the next 3 to 4 weeks. And then we're going to go from 10,000 to 100,000, 100,000 to a million, maybe by the end of this year. And so, like, how fast do you want to go? And I want you to think about this. Like, some people get a little, like, oh, I'm not sure. I got to test it out, and I'm going to tell you what you got to test out. You got to test out your own self, right? Your own fortitude, who you really are. Like, what does it matter what other people are thinking or saying? Like, you just got to do you. And doing you is like, I'm going to do this thing here because I see it, I feel it, and it makes sense to me on so many different levels that I can't say no, and I have to say yes, and I have to take action with this immediately. And that's the zone you need to be in. And you got to find that zone every day. And sometimes it's going to be easy. I'm going to tell you, sometimes it's going to be hard. All right. There's no easy way here. It's called life. And sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days, and you have to work through those harder days. And when you do that, you'll find out even more who you are. Okay. You help me take it to another level. I'm just trying to help you guys to grow here. Right. Become a director. That's what you're going to want to be. That's going to put you in an income situation between $500 and $3,000 on a daily basis. Ladies and gentlemen, that's $1 million a year opportunity. Now, you know what that means. It's a whole lot of reasons to get up early, a whole lot of reasons to stay up late, and a whole lot of reasons to talk to people all day long about the power of the meme games platform. Whether they're brand new to crypto or an experienced crypto pro or somewhere in the middle. Remember, there's already 500 million crypto people already, right? And 10 to 20% are interested or going to be interested about meme coins in one way, shape, or form. And there's no real platform for them to go to. There's no real community for them to go to where they can learn rapidly and get value rapidly and actually get paid to share this with others who are ambassador network. You guys got something so unique right here in front of you. And when you see it, you will enter that no sleep zone, I promise you. Okay, let's go here to this become a director. We've got director levels here that you will graduate to, and eventually you're becoming a presidential director. There's no easy path there, guys. It's going to take work, right? It's going to take dedication. It's going to take management skill set to manage your team, okay? But some of you already have that, and You have to fine tune that. You get to hone it. And some of you can get it done with just 1% honing. Okay. But you got to do it. Just got to do it. Just got to do it. And you got to do it sooner versus later because every day you're delaying, you're just wasting your time. Okay. You're just wasting your time and you're wasting your money. You're leaving money on the table, guys. I'm gonna show you that in just a minute. But here's what you want to do. You want to get signed up with the person that shared this with you. 100 free me coins, 100 free MG coins for just signing up right now, right? And that is better than free. That is better than free right now because I mean, you can sign up free as a gamer, but you're going to get 100 free MG coins just for signing up. And now, what I want you to tell you, I'm gonna give you the demo here in just a minute, but realize that it takes about 30 seconds to a minute to sign up. And the person that invited you here, remember, they thought highly enough of you to be here. And now you gave them the respect to be here, but you also just follow through with the courtesy and say, okay, I'm going to sign up with you, right? And here I'm going to go ahead and get connected. And here's my information. Boom. And I'm registered in the system 30 to seconds to a minute. And you got 100 free coins. You become a gamer. And if you want to become an ambassador, become an ambassador. It's all right there. It's better than free. Now, here's what happens next. And this is really what separates like the people that are super serious about their financial situation. Like I know a lot of you are coming to this call and you're saying, I gotta figure out a plan to catch up like from last month's bills. Like they're stacking up. There's Christmas bills that are coming. I got that. And then I know people that are on this call right now and they're barely treading water. Like, you know, they're barely staying above like the bills coming in. I got that too. And then I know there's a bunch of people that have some type of financial freedom and they want to go to the next level. Now, it might be a little harder for you guys because you got the little comfort zone going, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that you're going to learn to do the uncomfortable becomes comfortable because that's the only way you're going to grow. All right. And so, like, sometimes harder for the people that have some type of financial independence to really roll up their sleeves and get that sense of urgency to go to work now, to put on those massive action shoes and just learn to say less to more people and start working. Right. I get it. Okay. I get it. But you're bigger than that. You're bigger than who you are right now, wherever you are. And you can do whatever you set your mind to do. And it goes both ways. If you think you can do it, you're absolutely right. And if you think you can't do it, you're absolutely right. So get the right mindset on and get that believability back into your mindset. And you're gonna get off track, but I'm here to tell you, I'm here to remind you daily to get back on track to do this because you can do it. And the reality here is that your past doesn't equal the future. And really, the only difference sometimes, like for myself compared to others, is that I just failed more times than other people got started. That's it. And I didn't dwell on my mistakes. I didn't cry about my mistakes. I didn't bury my head in my sand about the mistakes. I just brushed off, figured it out, learned from it, moved on. And that's what you got to do. Right? No one wants to hear about people's problems. Okay. They want to know, hey, what's the solution? And that's why tonight I'm giving you a solution. Now, whether you see it or not, it's up to you. Whether you believe it or not, it's up to you. But it's happening. It's kind of like the crypto market. Is it going to grow? Of course. Is the meme coin marketplace going to grow? Of course. Does the marketplace really care about how we feel? No. The things that we've been through? Nope. It's going to keep going with or without us. And all we decide to do, and I decide to do, and others like myself have decided to do, is say, you know what? Enough is enough. We're putting ourselves in a position with the Meme Gains platform that we can capitalize on this growth by talking to other people and sharing what we have in the marketplace that is head and shoulders above anything else there and solves a real problem out there and brings the community together in a bigger way. And so it comes down to this challenge, right? Like everyone wants a good challenge. Everyone needs a good challenge. And the question is, are you ready for the challenge? And I hope the answer is yes. And I hope it's now. There's 5 ranks you can go ahead and fast track here with 1 star to 5 star. These are the entry points, 1,000 to 6,000 USD. The good news is that you see the 50% down. That's the promo going down. You can get started for 50% down at any one of those entry points. So the 1,000 be 500 and the 6,000 be 3,000. And so what do you get for your money? Remember, you're buying what? MG coins. All right. MG coins, what makes the revenue for the company, what makes the revenue for the ambassador's volume. It's all in the MG coins. And that's what it takes to play the game. And that's why people are playing hundreds of dollars on a monthly basis, hundreds of dollars on a weekly basis, and hundreds of dollars on a daily basis. Now, these coins are also used for promotional purposes. So you can transfer coins out to other people that you want to invite to the challenge. So they're already getting 100 anyway, right? They're already getting 100 anyway. But you can give more. You can give more. And so that's what I want to make sure you understand is that it's promotional purposes too. And then once you play the games on a daily basis, the 10, the 25, and the 100, you'll get a qualify for this rank bonus. Now, remember I told you under the 5-star founder deal and the founder ranks, you get the volume, you get fast track. Well, this is where you can fast track right here. You can fast track through this process by playing the games. And what the system will do will give you bonus volume that for that particular day. So you qualify for that rank bonus. That's what's going on here, guys, right? They're advancing the volume for that particular day. So you can get that rank bonus of $300 as a 5-star. Now, what if I don't play the games? Well, no play, no pay. Just remember that one, guys. Okay. And you can't make it up and you can't play ahead. So you have to be in tune day in and day out, 24-hour period. Now, again, it'll take you 30 seconds. You could play all 3 games in 30 seconds if you want. If that's all the education that you desire at that moment, up to you. It's individually based. We want to take 30 minutes? Fine, no problem. Somewhere in between, no problem. Up to you. Want to come back later, play the game? It's all that has to be done before 12 midnight GMT, because at 12 midnight GMT, which all the system runs on, is going to look back and say, okay, is who's in the challenge? Did they play the 3 games? If so, issue them the rank up bonus. And then you're going to see about the magic here is the next column. That's the matching bonus. And then it's going to look to see how many personal people you have brought into the challenge yourself. And then what their rank bonus was, and then what your matching bonus percentage is of that. So, for example, and that gets paid at 7 o'clock Eastern, 12 midnight GMT, every single day, 7 days a week. And so 50% of the 5-star founder of the rank bonus of 300 is $150. So if you come in at the 5-star, now some of you say, there's no way I can do that. And if I hear you say that, if I hear you think that, I'm going to tell you, if there's no way, then I say you must. This is about pushing yourself to the edge. This is about maxing out who you are. Discover that there's a growth period. When you go to the edge, you will go ahead and find another edge. And in that edge is where you have the growth. But you will know that unless you push yourself to the edge. Okay? And if it's uncomfortable, good. Get uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable so you can keep on growing. Otherwise, you're going to do the same thing you always done. You're going to keep on getting the same results you always been getting. And you're going to stay in the same position you always been in. Okay? So remember, your past doesn't equal the future. It doesn't matter how many times you've done this or you've done that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter, right? What matters is you have a level playing field right now. You have a new beginning you can start right now. You can literally reinvent who you are to yourself, reinvent who you are to the marketplace, and you can start right now. And everyone has that power within themselves. Look at yourself in the mirror, come from the heart, and you can bring this change that you need. And we have the vehicle called Meme Games. We have the challenge in front of you. And I want you to understand these numbers. 50% of $300 is $150. So you're a 5-star. You came in at 6,000, 50% down 3K. The balance is paid out of your earnings. The renewals over the 120-day challenge period are paid out of your earnings, so you don't come out of pocket anymore. Now, watch this. You sponsor someone else that comes in a 5-star. They have the same opportunity, earn that $300 a day, just like you do. But now you'll get a 50% match on them. As long as you're qualified, you're in a 5-star, you're playing the games yourself. $150 a day times the 120-day challenge period, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that is? That's $18,000 per person earning opportunity. Now, there's no guarantees. Okay. There's no guarantees for anybody here because what? Because you got to play the game. And if you don't play the game, you don't get paid. And if you're not getting paid in the record bonus, there's no matching bonus. I think we're super clear with that, right? And there's no passive there. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to bring people to the challenge. That's how it becomes self-sustainable, right? For the 120-day period. And so, like, you have 60 days to bring one person. I mean, that's pretty easy, unless you're doing nothing. Right? You should, like some of you on the line got your first 3 in the first 3 hours. Now we're talking, right? And we have some incentives for people that bring 5, and and we have plenty of people that have done that. We have a special event in Miami next weekend just for them. We call them the 5Xers. Those are the 5-stars that brought five stars personally to the challenge and more. And so we're gonna do something special for that. And if you want to be special with that group, then you become a 5-star and you get 5 5 stars. And it's okay. It takes you a while. Doesn't matter. We'll have another event you can get to. But there's going to be the first event. There's only one first event for 5Xs. And I'm telling you, you want to strive to get there. So some of you are going to be like, the light bulb's going to go out right now. You hear him for the very first time. You say, wait a minute. I come in at 5-star for $6,000, $3,000 down, have my balance paid out, all my reoccurring revenue there, my reoccurring monthly costs right there, renewals automatically paid on my earnings over the next 120-day period. And then I can make matching bonuses off everyone I bring into, and there's no limit. Yeah, that's right. Some of you are going to sign up more than 5. And what if you sign up 10? That's $180,000 potential earnings, right? I got people on this line that are saying, I'm going for 100. And that's 1.8 million. And so the reason I say all this, because there are no earning caps. The only thing that's going to hold you back is you. All right. And so what I want to do right now is I want to kind of share the ins and the outs of this for you guys, from a perspective of how and the why the company's doing this. And I'm going to give you a little demo. And I know I'm running a little bit overtime for you guys, but I wanted to make sure I dove into some detail for you, some depth, give you some fundamentals, give you some basics, give you some words of encouragement, some words of wisdom that'll work for others and it can work for you too. But other companies, they you know what they do? They fly in like these people, these top leaders, these top influencers. They pay for all that expense, hotels, dinners, and then they pay them money to do this and do that, and that doesn't really work. All right. Been there, done that. And then, the other option is, companies could put money into advertising on Facebook and Instagram, and then, it doesn't really work. Yeah, I spent millions of dollars doing that. That doesn't really work either. Because you don't have that relationship building. You don't get that word of mouth advertising like you do by building big out an ambassador network and putting a challenge together where you can funnel those promotional dollars, those advertising dollars, however you want to book it, however you want to call it, and you put into a challenge and you put that money in the hands of actual ambassadors that are building out their stories. We got people making money that never made money before. They got people making money that never made as much money as they've never made before. And that's by design. Okay. And that's building stories. And people will go ahead and be attracted to your story because word of mouth advertising is 10 to 100 times more powerful than anything else. And that's what we're finding. And that's why this challenge helps people get off to a fast start. And while you're getting the fast start, you're building your long-term legacy compensation plan. So when you're off of the challenge after the promotional period, you still have people that are 90 days behind you, 30 days behind you, 60 days behind you, 90 days. It's their day one. and all that volume still comes up to you on the legacy, making $300 to $3,000 on a daily basis, and you'll still have the opportunity to keep on putting new people in the challenge and getting matching bonuses on them. And that's the power of the challenge that we put together. And that's why people are getting excited. That's why they're joining now versus later. And that's why they're telling other people before their people, like your friends, like your family, like your business associates, like your neighbors, hear about meme games from someone else. That'd be the worst thing to happen to you. So that's why we don't want to keep this a secret. That's why this is not a passive deal. That's why I tell people right from the beginning throughout here that if they come here think they're going to do nothing, something for nothing is nothing. So don't do it. You're at the wrong place, the wrong time, with the wrong group of people, the wrong community. Go find somewhere else to go ahead and do nothing. But if you want to do something, you want to build something extraordinary and once in a lifetime opportunity to go ahead and build $1 billion brand from the start, from the beginning, from the ground up, and be a part of that molding process of one of our top leaders. We do top leader calls every single day, Monday through Friday. Live, it's interactive, and it's feedback and it's growth, and we're molding together this company, this opportunity. You can have a chance to go ahead and earn that spot to get there. But it all starts with you deciding to say yes. Let me give you this demo real quick here. And so you kind of see the demo of the actual games. And we're already an hour here. And after this, we've got what we call the hour of power. And in that hour of power, guys, what happens is that's the golden hour, right? The hour of power is just happened right now. But then we go into the golden hour. And the golden hour is that last hour before the system closes out, guys, right? For the night. And that's what I want you to be aware of, is that system is going to be closing out here in less than an hour. And that means you can literally get started as a challenge member. You can go ahead and enroll. You can play the 3 games, and you can get your first $300 to come in a 5-star. And if you bring someone with you, they can get their 300, you get your matching bonus. Okay, we're not perfect. I'm not going to tell you we have all the answers, and we're going to make mistakes along the way, but we're going to be the first ones to correct them right there. Okay, to keep moving forward, to keep building something bigger. And that's all we do. We just solve problems. There's always problems in life. There's always problems in business. And what you got to do is you got to be a problem solver. And the bigger the problem, bigger the paycheck. Just remember that one. So 25 coin game right here, guys. Now, what you're looking at here is 2 coins that were trending an hour ago, and your job is to pick, an hour before it started. Your job is to pick the coin you believe is going to have the highest percentage growth over that 24-hour period. Okay. And that's what our goal is. That's what I've got. Now, you see, I played this game a little bit earlier. I picked the wrong coin because I'm losing right now. But the game closed in about 17 hours. So I got some time to come back. But you can see where I'm ranked at. I'm at 73% right now. Okay. So I'm down, right? Okay, guys, it happens. And so, but we could do a deeper dive into these things and learn about like the coin, click on the more info. And what that does is just pulls up these charts, and we can go ahead and study the charts, right? We can do all this stuff and learn all about what all these things mean through self-education. It's all right there for you. So we're putting the tools to make it happen. Now, the next game is the 100-coin game, right? And okay, I'm up on a winner there. Okay, Scorpio's up 5.79%. Not bad for the day. And let's see how am I doing percentage-wise. I played it 3 times, and I'm kind of stuck in the middle there. Well, a little bit better than the middle, but 33%, not good enough to get in the top 10 on this one. But I'm trying. So you got to guys keep on doing trying different strategies and both of these coins are down. And so it's just super interesting. I never heard of these coins before, but like the other day we had one stink coin or something like that. It was like 180%. It was up in less than 24 hours. Insane. And so like you never know when the gems are going to come at us. And that's why it's so important to stay in tune. Every 8 hours, 2 new coins coming. But then the coins that are there, they're so dynamic in the marketplace that you're just like, okay, let me see how I'm doing. And then should I play again? Should I lock in my score? And maybe if I was up, I would. Like if I was up in the Scorpio game right here and if I was 3%, I might go back here and lock in, right? And so that's what I want you guys to realize is that you'll learn these skills. That's why it's a game of skill, not a game of chance. Hope that makes sense to you, like it makes sense to others. But then what you're looking at, guys, is this. The reality of the situation is that it comes down to really making a decision about what challenge level right there. It's a one pager at this point, right? Like sometimes that's all I talk to people about is, where do you see yourself in the challenge? And can you get started off the challenge? Sure, you can, but you're missing the whole boat, right? You're missing the challenge part of this. And like I said, if you think you can't, then I'm telling you, you must. And you need to do it sooner or later. Because look at this. You're actually leaving this 300 hours on the table every day. Every day you don't join. Like if you don't get started here before the hour's up, you're going to leave $300 on the table. And so there's a reason why we do the call at this time. There's a reason that we give you a little bit of window to get back to the person. And I shared this with you and give you that window to get in, play the game so you develop out your story very quickly. And then you can start sharing that story with others and invite them to tomorrow's community call. Because that's what we do, guys. We do this every day because we show you our commitment, we show you our willingness, we show you our desire. And so we're super happy about you being here. We're super excited about the things that you have done to go ahead and grow the platform in the ways that you have grown it. And so, what we want to make sure is that you guys really fully understand, what you guys have in front of you and how this is working for others, how it can work for yourself. And, what you've got to do is realize that we're excited and we're focused and we're energized and we appreciate everyone that's maintained their time throughout the calls. I see we've got Mark here on the line. Let me go ahead and open up for Mark. I got a question. All I'm going to do, hey Mark, just tell us where you're from and who invited you to the call tonight.
Hey Eric, yeah, it's Mark. I've been on this call before. I'm from Orange County, originally from New
Oh
York,
yes,
and yeah, Felix invited me. Told me about this
awesome.
opportunity. But I
Thank
just
you,
wanted,
Mark.
yeah, you're welcome. I just wanted to understand, like, so somebody, let's say somebody joins in, I bring somebody in, and they want to join in as a founder. Where do they go on the app or on the website to actually pay their 3,000 and join in as a founder? And
That's a
I
great
apologize
question.
if I missed that if you went over it, but I just wanted to make sure I'm clear,
No,
like
I
how
think
people actually go in and pay, you know,
yeah.
their
Get
3,000 if they
started.
wanted to become, let's say, a five-star founder, for example.
Yeah, they wanted to join the challenge, and there's a couple ways to do this, and I really appreciate you coming on here and asking that question. Obviously, you get started with Bitcoin or Solana. You can do that through the platform. Okay, you can actually do that in the coin. You can buy a coin pack in your back office, and you can buy the 5-star promo one for 3,000, and that'll help you go ahead and activate that, and you'll get your coins instantly, and then you're activated at that level. That's one way of doing it, right? The other way of doing it is you could get with your sponsor, the person that invited you here, and they go to their wallet, their ambassador wallet, and they redeem their ambassador wallet. They have 3,000 in there for a coin pack, the 3,000 promo pack, and then you can pay them directly, and then they'll go ahead and transfer that to you. We call that instant pay. I hope that helps, Mark. Okay. I think I might have lost Mark there for a second, guys. No problem. But I think I answered Mark's question. If you guys have any other questions, just raise your hand right there. But, again, I think that we have a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of excitement. Oh, Carol just joined us here. Carol, let me help you out. I see you, Carol. All right.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I
Mark
have
was just
a couple
chatting.
questions.
Hi, Carol. Where
This
you
was
where are you from?
I'm from Miami.
Miami. And who invited you?
I know Felix very well,
Awesome. Okay,
and I know
great.
Joe
Thank you,
Reed very
Carol.
well,
Thank you. Thank you,
and
Carol. Welcome. How can I help you with your question?
Cindy Pappas. But I have a
Okay.
couple questions.
Let's
One
start
of
with
them
one.
is there going to be a way that you can put something in the website that gives you the rules because they keep changing? And we had somebody that bought a package in the way that you were talking about. They bought it through one of the ways that you could, it wasn't Zelle, it was a wire transfer. And
I
then
did
they
it member to
transferred,
member. I did it member to
right.
member. Yeah,
And then
perfect.
they transferred the 6,000 tokens. And they thought everything was good and they were activated, but they've never made any 300. And then they found out you had to check ambassador. And it's not self-explanatory to you, so they feel, hey, I paid all this money and I lost my 300 a day.
Yeah, no, well, listen, I think I understand what you're saying. We have enhanced the platform to put the check mark as an ambassador. So when you sign up, it's checked off because some people are forgetting to check that off. Now you can uncheck it if that's not you want. You just want to be a gamer only. You can do that. But
But if you
in order
pay
to be
that,
part, hold on for a
if
second. I'm
you
going to
pay,
answer your question. I'm
okay,
going to answer your
go
question.
ahead.
I got your
Sorry.
question. I'm going to answer that question. Then
Okay,
I'll let you answer. Okay, let me get that. And so I just want to make sure people understand we had an enhancement there that we put in there, and we're always enhancing every time, right? And
okay.
so what I want to make sure that everyone understands is that you have to be an ambassador and a gamer to be in the challenge, right? And so when they signed up, it was at the time where it wasn't an automatic check apparently, and they didn't check that one off, and so therefore they weren't getting it, and I got it. It's in the guidelines, and you have to be both, but that's okay. It's not a problem. We're here to help, right? We're here to support. We're team players, right? And we
Well,
want everyone to succeed. And so all they have to do is send a support ticket in to explain that. All right. And we're more than happy to accommodate them to make sure that they get on the right track. And if we have to help them make up, if they have a record of their playing the game, which we do have a record of it, right? And we know the coin
right, they
picks
do.
for the day. And so our support staff is very courteous, and they will help and accommodate and match that up here as a one-time courtesy to make that happen, to link it together. I hope that helps you, Carol.
That we had them send in the support ticket. So my question, the second part of that question is, so if somebody doesn't check that, they're paying $6,000, or which, because they're paying the other 3,000, but they're paying that money just to do the gaming?
Well, again, Carol, I think I've already answered that question for you ahead of time, saying that previously the become ambassador was not auto checked.
Okay,
Manually check that. And now what we've done to enhance the experience, enhance the
okay, so now
situation.
it is auto checked.
Yes, it is auto
Okay,
check.
gotcha.
I'm glad you brought it up. And again, no one's perfect here.
No,
And
no,
we're
no,
not
it's
perfect in any way, but we're here to help and accommodate when it makes reasonable sense to accommodate. And that seems a very reasonable situation, as long as it's brought to us in a timely manner. Like, oh, I went for a month and a half. Not that didn't happen. I'm just saying, but you get the idea.
right,
Reasonable time frame, which sounds like it was, and it is, because I understand the circumstance, I understand the time frame. So
right.
thank you, Carol, for bringing that to our attention.
Thank you.
You're
What
welcome.
happens after, when you bring in you're in and you brought in
Yes.
people, and after when you go to the legacy part and you're
Yes.
in the 5th month, okay?
Yes.
It says it's confusing on the
No
team,
problem.
on the volume, so you can still get your pay on your people you brought in. Uh, so it shows you in the back office, team 1, team 2, and team 3.
Yes.
But
Okay.
that's not, is that your actual volume? It's underneath
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Is it just showing you what you're required to have?
No, it's your actual volume.
Is that after it's been multiplied by 3 or whatever it's supposed to be done? Is that the qualification volume? That's what
So there's
I'm,
no it's okay. And these are all great questions. And I think it's going to help clarify your situation. Some people aren't at that level yet of understanding. And when they get there, it'll make sense to them. And that's okay. But I'm happy to help you on an individual basis and understand that the volume that you see in team 1, volume you see in team 2, and the volume you see in team 3 is actual volume. It's not multiplied by anything. It's your actual volume. And all volume holds for a 30-day period, because that's the MG coin packs in there. And then
right,
when renewals occur, boom, the volume comes back up again. You probably don't even see it because the renewals are happening right away. So there's no fall off. Now, to answer your question, the challenge is for 120 days. And
right,
so what happens as you graduate to the legacy compensation plan, you will maintain your volume and all the volume of the people that are existing in the challenge and that sign up new to the challenge. All that volume will count on the legacy side to build out your team volume in team 1, team 2, and team 3. Does that help you?
Okay. Yes, thank you very much.
Carol, thank you so much. Appreciate you and welcome aboard the team. Look forward to seeing you in Miami.
I look forward to meeting you. God
Awesome.
bless.
Okay. God bless. Okay. All right. Fantastic. I see we got Tyrone is back. Tyrone, you should be open up right now, Tyrone. All right. I'm going to go to Tyrone one more time. Ask to unmute. All right, Tyrone, you're good. You're live.
Yes, sir. And I'm
All right.
excited.
Welcome
I'm
back.
pumped up.
You get me
Absolutely. I'm going to be
excited.
here every day. I got a question for you.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
a visual and audio learner to get
Yeah.
the maximum understanding. So when we get on the call here and you show us things in the back office, I get it. And sometimes when I get in my own, I might forget certain things in terms of trying to understand and earn as I learn. My question
Okay.
is, can we have some videos that could break certain things down to keep them simple?
Yeah, and that's a great suggestion. And I know that we do have a team that is working on some video breakdowns for us, and they'll be added to the resources probably over the next coming weeks. Just ask everyone to be patient with that because we're just based in everything on the feedback in real time, and then it just takes a little bit of a lag time to start, putting those videos together that is breaking down in a clear, simple, teachable, duplicatable way. But you're right on the money. You're right on target there, Tyrone, to go ahead and get you clear, get you more focused, and get everyone playing the games and learning quicker, better, and faster. So I appreciate you sharing that, Tyrone. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So we got, Everett, got Everett standing by here. Let me go ahead and help Everett come here. Everett, and thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. I'm glad you understood that. I know you got a drop. Okay, Everett, just tell us where you are calling from and who invited you.
Everett. Good day, sir. Felix invited me and glad to be on and thank you for
Awesome.
spending the time with us this evening. I have a quick question for you. So when we bring other people on the call and they decide to join our team,
Yes.
how do we send them the referral link? Is there a referral link that we send them so that they can join so that
Yes.
we make sure? Okay.
Yes. We call it the ambassador link. Your ambassador link is under your profile. When you click on your profile on the top right there, you slide down and you can copy a link and you can send a text, you can send an email, and then you can actually have someone sign up right from your phone too with the QR code. So it's kind of cool.
Very good. Appreciate it, sir.
Absolutely, Everett. Congratulations and welcome aboard the team. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, listen, I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. It's been an exciting time and really an exciting moment for us. Again, it's 3:19 right now a.m. here in Dubai, and I'm exactly where I want to be, doing exactly what I want to be doing. And I think everyone on this line is exactly where they want to be and doing exactly what they want to be doing. And the next step here is now this is where like your self-discipline comes in over these next 40 minutes. This is where your commitment to a desire to change things is going to happen over the next 40 minutes because this is the golden hour where we're going to close out the night. And you've got people on here, you invited them, you've got to follow up with them, you got to get the questions answered. And really, the number one question is this: are you ready to get started? All right, that's the first one. And a lot of people say yes. And then what level of challenge? Okay, and level 5, right? 5-star. And then you can literally get them signed up, get them playing the 3 games tonight, get their story, and then hey, who's the first person that comes to mind that that you thought about to invite to this opportunity? And you can get them and signed up as well too, so they get a matching bonus quicker, better, and faster, and start creating that story like it's working for others. It can work for you too. So again, I want to thank everybody. It means a lot to me that you're here. You give me power. You encourage me to continue to share my thoughts, my desires, my willingness, and my experiences building out large organizations and doing very successfully things in the crypto market. You encourage me to keep on sharing with you guys. And so I want to thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. And I want to encourage you to bring more people. I want you to encourage to build your organization, achieve the goals that you want to get achieved, like it's working for others. And it's all right there at your fingertips, guys. And you just got to take action. You got to do it sooner versus later. And you got to make things happen in a big way. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and officially close out from Dubai. I'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Dubai time. Good night, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.